Hi, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to be covering the Freya's missing piece Favour in God of War Ragnarok. And just before we start, I just want to apologise to anyone that may have saw the last video for this. While I was going through the game and streaming it, I put a super quick video out kind of covering this quest with the puzzles that I thought was difficult. Now, it didn't cover it in full. It had a lot of hits and people were angry because they wanted a full guide. This is a full guide. I'll be showing you how you unlock the Favour. I'll be showing you where all the loot is. I'll be showing you all the puzzles, all the collectibles, and everything that I can during this Favour. I do a similar job like this with all Favours on the game and all main quests on the game, and my playlist can be found linked down in the video description and in the pinned comments. I'm going to go ahead with this one now, and sorry again for the previous video. So to unlock this Favour, you need to proceed in the main quest until you have completed the Reckoning. At the end of this quest, you get an enchantment for your chisel, and then you're able to proceed, and you eventually come up to this river here and you reach this mystic gateway. There's a blockage in the river here which you need to uncover in a few moments time, but you have the option to continue the quest marker to head back towards the main quest, or remove this blockage in the river to continue exploring. This is literally right after the Reckoning quest, so once you get up to this point, just use your sonic arrow to remove that blockage in the water and get back on the boat to continue. Just head through where the blockage was, and you can take the right path or the left path. To unlock this Favour, take the left path. Don't forget to collect the bower in the water and the Yggdrasil dew, but as you go down the left path, just keep on going. A conversation will start, and at the end of the conversation, you unlock the Favour, Freya's missing piece. Just continue down this left path. You may notice water go off to the right along the way, but just hug the left wall and don't stir away from it. You'll eventually come to this beach here. We don't want that, but we're just using it as a reference. We're going to continue down this path. You'll eventually come up to the cliffside ruins right in front of you here. Now, for the Freya's missing piece Favour, you need to head down the left path, and there's a wall blocking your way. So we need to open that wall first. There's also a lot to explore here at the cliffside ruins, so we're going to explore all that as well. Just to the right is a mystic gateway if you need it. So just park your boat up on this beach, and we're going to do some exploring. Here's the map if you want to view it for a reference. And from the boat, just look up to the left. You've got this hanging basket. Just chop that down and you're going to find some hack silver. And just from that hack silver to the right is some more hack silver that's on the ground next to this body. And then again, we can find some more hack silver. Just spin around behind you, and there's some more next to this dead body on the ground. Now from here, just head left of that body and you will find a Nornir chest. We're going to complete this now. You just want to go left of the Nornir chest now, and there's this wall in the distance that you need to climb. There will be another Favour here though if you haven't already collected it. Just pick that Favour up, we'll cover that in another guide, and climb this wall. At the top of the wall, just head round to the left, and you're going to need to jump these ledges. Jump this one, jump the next one, and then head to the ledge on the left. This is where you're going to find the first object for the Nornir chest. Use your axe, so you just want to spin these paddles until you get a letter that's on the Nornir chest. The symbol can be quite hard to see though, so once you've hit one of the paddles, you can just look back at the Nornir chest to see if one of the symbols have disappeared. Once they have, you know you got that in the right position. Now from here, just go back the way and jump this gap. You can knock this off the ledge to make it easier to get down. Just head back to the Nornir chest, and once there, head right, and you're going to see these red vines. You need to burn them in order to get the next object for the Nornir chest. To do that, from the Nornir chest, just head back over this gap and just get a better angle for yourself. We now need to change some sigil arrows. You will have sigil and sonic. Just press up on the D-pad to alternate between them and fire a sigil arrow at the red vines. Fire one down below on this rock around about here as well. And we just want to make them larger. So go back to the first one, fire another, and then make another one to make it bigger again. And then fire two at the bottom there to make that as large as it can. Jump across the gap and use your blades of chaos on this first one with L2 and R2. You will be able to reach it. That'll cause an explosion and a chain reaction to destroy the red vines. go back across the gap and you would have uncovered the next object for the Nornir chest. So you just need to throw your axe at one of these paddles again, just making sure you hit it. It's a bit of a distance, so aim higher. And once you've got a letter that's on the Nornir chest, that will disappear from the Nornir chest, and we just got one to go. Now for this one, we need to go back to the boat because we can't get this one on the island. So go and interact with the boat, and once back on the river, head left and you want to go to the Mystic Gateway area that you've been to before. From here, just spin around, you'll see the final object that you need to throw an axe at. Just spin that until you get the final symbol that's on the Nornir chest, and jump back on the boat and head back to that island. You'll be able to go to the Nornir chest now and open it for your reward. Now to proceed, we need to unlock a passageway before we can go any further. So just head back up this wall that we climbed earlier. At the top, we need to jump across those ledges again, but we'll get a bit of loot before we do that. Just inside this room here is a red chest. It contains armor towards the mysterious orb quest and also some loot. Just take out all of these flowers so that they don't kill you, and open the red coffin. And from the red coffin, just spin around and you want to exit towards the left to find some more loot on the ground. With that collected, you can now jump across these platforms again, and we need to uncover a chain. So here, from where we got that object for the Nornir chest, you can notice some red brambles in front of us. You're going to need to use your sigil arrows again to burn these brambles, so just aim there and make it as large as you can with L2 and square. Do another one on the rock to the left of that and make it as large as you can. And then with your blades of chaos, you'll be able to reach from here. Just press L2 and R2 to ignite that one to cause the chain reaction to burn the brambles and drop the chain. From here, just spin around. There is one more Hacksilver chest that we missed earlier. So just go left to collect that. And then we can drop down here where we dropped down before and head to that chain. We need to climb this chain now to uncover the new area to complete this favor. From here, just proceed forward and you're going to find this lock. Interact with it. After the interaction, just press square and the path ahead will be unlocked. You can now head back to your boat to continue this favor. Once back to the boat, just turn right and take this right path. Reach this area here and there's another fork. You could continue the river to the left, but we don't need to for this favor. What we need to do is just park the boat up on the beach here and clear all the enemies. With all the enemies clear, you want to climb up this wall in front of you. But first, there is a little bit of loot, so just head right to that wall and we're going to find some Hacksilver. And from the Hacksilver, if we go all the way over to the left, I don't know what these are called, but you can use the arrows on it and just then throw your axe at it and then they'll drop some loot for you. Now you can proceed to climb the wall. As soon as you get to the top of that wall, instead of going left, head right. Got a collectible inside of here, but get your axe out because you're going to need to kill some plants. If you don't do these will harm you. And once they're finished with, just read the rune read. And from the lore, just spin around, run ahead, and grapple across the ledge. There'll be another wall to climb to the right, but before you do, get your blades of chaos out and just press L2 on square with the sigil arrows on these vines. Press R2 with your blades to turn them on fire. You can hop across this then to collect this red coffin. From the red coffin, just hop back across and climb the wall. From the top of this wall, you will see a big wall in front of you, which you interact with to continue this favor. However, we do have some loot first, and we're going to cover that. Just jump across the gap and hug in the left side. Just run all the way over to this Hacksilver chest. And from this Hacksilver chest, just spin round, kind of head back the way you came. You got a gap over there, which is going to take you to a Nornir chest. But before we do that, there's going to be this treasure buried here. I'm not sure if you need the treasure map or not before you collect this, but I cover all treasure maps and the treasure location in a separate video in the video description. With that collected, we can jump across the gap to the left here and we see another one of these. Just use a sigil arrow on it and throw your axe to get some loot. And now it's time for the Nornir chest that you'll find across this gap here. To open this Nornir chest, we're going to need to ignite 3 torches, and I'm just going to show you the location of all 3 first. Just to the right, you're going to see the torch with the letter R on it. From here, go left and grapple across. Straight ahead of you is the torch with the C on it. And then at the waterfall just behind to the right here, you can see the final torch up there with the N on it. Now, all of these torches need you to chain sigil arrows and then chain the explosion in order to ignite them. So starting with R, we just want to place a sigil arrow on the torch itself, place one down below on this rock here, and place a third one down below on this rock here. We increase the size of all these. I do it in this order just so it resets the timer on all 3. Just hit all 3 once again and hit all 3 one more time to make them the largest that they can be. And then with your blades of chaos, just press L2 and R2 on the first sigil. And it'll create a chain reaction, igniting the torch. It may take a few tries like it just did with me. Now just spinning around and going back to the torch over here, the C torch. We're going to need to do the same again and chain an explosion reaction. Again, press L2 and square, hit a sigil on the torch itself, place one around about the middle of this rock here, place another one at the end of the rock about here, I'd say, and then go back all the way to the left and just make all 3 bigger again, just interacting with each one separate. For a third time, they'll be all at the largest. And then you can run across this bridge with your blades of chaos, ignite this first sigil, and it'll create a chain reaction to then light the torch. And then finally, we got the torch up the waterfall, all the way up here. And it's exactly the same again. Just aim and press square just underneath the torch here, just to get one of the circles going. Hit it 3 times. We should have enough time this time. And hit 3 more at this location here. And then with L2 and R2 on the blades, you can ignite this sigil, causing a chain reaction to light the torch. With all 3 torches lit, grapple back across and collect your Nornir chest. Now we have all the loot in this area that I know of anyway. Just head to this wall to the left of the Nornir chest and interact with it. You'll now enter another hidden area once the wall opens, and you need to explore the shrine. As you enter the Vanir shrine, there's a lot of enemies about, a lot of poison about, and there's going to be a soul eater. You're going to need to clear all of these enemies, and with the soul eater, just remember, throw your axe when it opens its chest up. It'll drop some globes, pick them up, throw them back in the chest to cause some significant damage. Can be a difficult fight here, just drop the difficulty if needed. With everything dead, there's a puzzle to complete to continue, but also some loot. So let's cover the loot first. Just from this area where you entered, just take a right here and you're going to find some hack silver on the ground. Sorry, rather than hack silver, you're going to find another treasure map. As mentioned earlier, I cover all treasure maps in another video found in the video description, so go and check out my playlist. And then from that treasure map, just spin around and there's a lore marker. And from the lore marker, just spin around and just watch the poison. Run straight ahead to this poison. Use your axe to freeze the flower. And you're going to find a hack silver chest. Now that we got the hack silver chest, you're ready to proceed. Just turn around and run back over here where you're going to see this bridge that's stuck. We just need to get this down. We just need to lower this bridge, which is easily done, but there is a plan in front that is going to spit at us, so be careful of that. We just need to burn these red vines first. So with your sigil arrows, just hit the red vines there, and then just move them across to about here, and then just make the circles larger. You can do so by using more sigil arrows 2 more times. That will make them as large as you can. And then with your blades of chaos, interact with this sigil here. That will create a chain reaction to burn the red vines. Again, watch that plant. Just bring the axe out and you'll see that's uncovered one of these markers. Throw the axe at that, and that's 1 of 2 that you need to hit. Now just to the left side, if we run over here watching the poison again, you'll see just to the right there there's a second marker. Get your axe back and hit that, and that will lower the bridge. And I just noticed some loot that I missed earlier. There's a hanging basket just up above us here from where we hit and lowered that bridge. Drop the basket for some extra loot. And with that collected, we're going to push on across the bridge. Across the bridge, you're going to enter this area with a lot of enemies. Just take them all out. Once taken out, just look to the right of this area and you're going to find the mother to all these plants that are spitting at you. Burn it with your blades just to get rid of them. With that gone, you'll notice this hanging basket. And just to the right of the hanging basket is another one of these plants. Just use a sigil arrow. Get your axe and hit it. And then from that, there is a lore marker just behind you. There is also some hacksilver on the floor to the right here. Quite hidden, to be fair. You may just need to destroy those boxes. And you may also notice the legendary chest that is locked behind this door. Nothing we can do about that yet, but we will come back to it. So just spin left and move forward. There's going to be another enemy encounter. The enemies dealt with is an artifact where they burst through.
The crest of the Hewley family.
And then you can continue just up the path to the left here and open this door. As soon as you open the door, just get your blades of chaos out. And you'll notice these branches here. Press L2 and R2 to burn them. And then with your axe, just look through the gap and you can hit this. Now head back down here to the legendary chest that we said we'd go back and collect later. You just have to kill this enemy. And with the enemy dead, you can collect the legendary chest. Now just go back to the area that we just came from up above. And there's some more loot to get in here. But first, just push forward and take out all of the enemies that spawn in. With the enemies dead, you can interact with Freya as she collects the first missing piece. We've got 2 more pieces to collect after that, but first we're just going to loot this area. You're going to find some hacksilver on the ground next to the passageway that Freya opens up. There's some more hacksilver just to the right of here next to the dead body. One of these plants that you can use a sigil arrow on with an axe. And to the right of that, another plant that you can use a sigil arrow on with an axe. Just right of this is some vines. If you press L2 on square with the sigil and interact with your blades, a honed metal will drop on the ground. I accidentally picked it up before the commentary, but it'll just be here. And also there's another plant in front of you for a sigil arrow and axe. And just ahead you can drop a chain back into the previous area just so you can use it as a shortcut. Now head back to Freya and we just need to interact with this lock. Some words will appear down below, but Freya says we need to head back. So where we just went, just go and use that chain to get back to the other area. And then you want to head over to those letters, but there's another enemy encounter to deal with. With the encounter done, just head over to those letters that you made appear. And Freya will advise you that it's missing a piece and the word isn't clear. So you just want to go back from this word and head all the way to the top right of the area where you can see this circular door. We need to head through there now. And to open this door, we just need to light up both of the torches to the left and the right at the top at the same time. So you could have guessed it, we'll be using the Blades of Chaos and sigil arrows again. Just place a sigil arrow on each of the torches like so. And then place a sigil directly in the middle here. And increase the size of the middle one all the way so that it's connected to both of the other 2 sigils. With the Blades of Chaos, you can press L2 and R2 here. That'll ignite and chain react with the others to open the door. Proceed forward to find some loot directly in front of you. And as you move forward into the next area, there's going to be an enemy encounter. You want to ignore this enemy because there's a singing enemy that's keeping them alive in the next area. Just approach these vines here, press L2 and square for the sigil. Get your blades out and ignite them. This will get you into the next area. Kill the singing enemy and then focus on all the other enemies. With all the enemies dead, Freya is going to push forward to her other missing piece. You should just follow her and interact when the prompt comes up. And that'll be the second out of 3 belongings you need to find. Just turn around and Freya's going to open up a path to the right here. And just like before, you're going to need to interact with the lock. Freya will advise that the word is now complete, but you need to get closer to it. And we've got a load of loot to collect as we head back. So spin back round and go back into this area. And right in front of you here, you'll see this lore reed. Just to the right of this reed, you're going to find this plant that you can use a sigil arrow on with your axe. And there's another one of these plants just across the other side on the ground here. And then up above, you're going to see a hanging basket. With all that collected, proceed back to the other area. And as you get there, you'll see a red coffin right in front of you. Just behind you from this red coffin, there's another hanging basket up above. And to the left of that hanging basket on the wall is a rune reed. Now you've got all the collectibles and loot in that area that I know of. Just head back to the main area and proceed to the word that Freya will now be able to read. Once at the word, just press square to interact. And a bridge is going to appear before you, which will enable you to cross to the other side. Once the other side, before you interact with this in front of you, just pick up the scroll that's down to the right. You can now interact with this in front. A cutscene will start and you'll get the third and final item, which is a sword. At the end of the cutscene, you're going to receive the Mordor sword. You can equip this to Freya. Just follow the on-screen prompts. Press R1 to go over to Freya, click on sword and switch over to the Mordor. This is a much better sword. I highly recommend that you do it. Now you're free to explore this area. There is one little bit of loot in form of this plant. Hit it with a sigil and then your axe. And now you want to proceed back to your boat. There's going to be some enemy encounters on the way. In the main area where you first fought the Soul Eater, you're going to have to fight this. With that enemy dead, there will be another one. Just kill that also. Once it's clear, you can push forward back to your boat and open this door. And then you'll be back in the area where the Nornir chest was with some other loot and the treasure. I forgot this or missed this Odin's Raven earlier, so be sure to hit this Odin's Raven if you need it. And with that collected, just jump across the gap to the left here, and there's a quicker way down than there was up. Once down at the bottom, just climb down this wall. And your boat is right in front of you. It's not going to be as easy as that though. As you approach the boat, there is going to be another enemy encounter. You'll have to fight 2 of these, what I'm going to call crocodiles. I think they're called drekkies. Once they're both dead, they'll both drop some good loot, so be sure to pick that up. But it can be a difficult encounter, so if you're having trouble, just drop the difficulty. It's just a case of dodging and hitting though. Once both are dead, your boat's going to be up here on the shore. Just interact with it. And this is going to bring you to the end of the Freya Missing Piece quest. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope it's been helpful. It's made up for the last guide that I put out there. If it has done, please be sure to hit like, share and subscribe to support. And go and check out my video description and pin comment now to a playlist for even more guides for favors, quests and all sorts. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe and peace out.